Now, this was the swing you made, and just to sort of talk about when you were looking back at it, having a little look at me, checking the posture. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. Where you get a really good swing. Okay,
still see the natural hump there.
There's always going to be a little bit of curvature there, which I think that wall feel will be great for you because it'll just sort of get your back. It will extend that back up. I'm not saying your back's got to get taller, but if we can extend it out so the back's a little bit straighter slightly, it will certainly help the movement. But getting yourself as a rough guy, and again, don't start getting protractors out, okay? But as long as your belt loop line and there are pretty much in line, you're in a good position. This is going to be the same with all clubs, obviously, yeah? Mm-hmm. Obviously, the pitching wedge, you're going to be tilted over the ball more, so the belt loop line will be down a bit more, okay? But if you get kind of levelled off with your hips and the back gets really rounded like this, it's very hard to move. And as I said, a lot of the things that you struggle with, kind of that sort of early popping up with the body and the club dropping underneath and all these kind of things that you do, stiffness, tension, frustration, all this is mean that the body can't move. And if the engine, which is basically that, can't move effectively, your arms are just trying to find where that ball is. It's like sword fighting in the dark, yeah? Just trying, where's the club face gone? And hoping for the best. And once it starts going on, you just keep going more and more and more and more and more, and it then just eventually sort of tails off towards the end, and then you walk away sweating, oh my God, and it's, yeah. Okay. Excuse me. So if we can get in a good posture there now, get that belt buckle. There you go. So to be fair, that's not too bad. That's better compared to there, yeah? That's where you sort of naturally go. Then you sort of, okay, I'll give the backside a bit of a wiggle, and then you go into a better position, okay? The feeling then from there, you're able to get the top of the backswing now. And you said, I think the last one you said you felt a falling into the left side, yeah? We don't want the club face to be coming through that sort of vertical angle, so we can kind of move down here. It's coming through shoulder, which is your cutoff. Once I sit above your shoulder, I'm like alarm bells. Once it's coming through kind of that window, I'm like, all right, he's in an okay range. And that's what it's all about. It's not a perfect spot. There's sort of a range in which to swing from. Club, I say, is coming back down nicely on target line. Lovely strike of the ball. You've maintained some good angles there with your shoulder. There's obviously a bit of a round in the back, which is going to be there anyway. But you're able to rotate through, go through the target, ball starting to right target with a nice little soft draw, a la shot you just hit there and stuff. And I think if you get hooky, maybe check the grip, okay? But more often than not, when you're getting hooky, it's because your path starts going away from the inside because you've either gone here, yeah? You've either just this way or you fired the hips at it and the club's got so far behind in some ways, not shallow, but you've gone that way and then you just flick hook it, yeah? As I say, you're that sort of rare beast where you're steep inside as opposed to generally when you're steep, you're outside the line, yeah?
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, but yeah, in fairness, mate, there's some good shots there. I think if we just spend a bit of time against the wall, get that straight back, get that body working better, we'll be fine, mate. Fine. Okie dokie.